All right, so this is actually I don't know what the hell happened with the other part, but yeah. So I just finished USDZR. This is my Sunday breakdowns, just the last part of the trades that I'm not taking and some that I decided to change my mind on. Okay, so this is AUD JPY. AUD JPY, we're having sales here, weekly, daily pullback at this area of interest. And all we need to see is a 4 hour. Well, first off, we need to see, yeah, we're going to have to see a 4 hour shift to structure here, which is why we have that, or another higher high and then shift to structure. This one right here, I would even move to, it's going to happen this week. So I'm just going to make this blue and put for it can happen this week. It's not a bad trade. Yeah, it's not really a bad trade. And then since this is sales, take profit would be down here. That's what I have it. Well, not even down there, like right there. That's where I would have it. Okay, and then depending on how far it goes, because if it climbs down here, then obviously I wouldn't look for the trade because the take profit is too close for the 4 hour. If it's like right here, I would have to see. I would have to see. So not closely monitoring, but just keeping an eye on it. Euro JPY, Euro JPY. Yeah, I just don't like the way this looks. It's like kind of unclear. I don't like how this shift looks, or how that shift looks. I'm just gonna stay away from it. CAD JPY weekly is at the lower low, making its way back. Now it's at the higher. It's at the area of interest. Daily is bullish. It's not in sync. I would say this is not in sync. So I'm just gonna pass for now. All right, so that's the pairs that I'm not taking, with a few that I am. Let me move the pairs that I am. And this purple was one that I really felt like is more than ready. So I'll put that for tomorrow. Okay, starting for the pairs for this week, which we already talked about: AUD JPY, Euro NZD, Euro AUD. We already talked about all of these here. So we'll just unblue those. Okay, next we have USD MXN. So we're looking for sales here. We have a weekly lower low. We just need a daily pullback. I want to see a daily pullback into this area of interest. So I'll just put an alert here. I'll just put daily pullback, because this here, I wouldn't consider this an actual structure point. I want to see it actually pull back up, and then the take profit will be there. So daily pullback. Okay, next NZD USD. Okay, be looking for buys. Want to see a pullback in here on the daily. So this here, I wouldn't consider this actual pullback either. So I want to see a deeper pullback closer to the AOI. So I'll wait for that. I have my alert there. Next we have USD CAD. Looking for sales. We're at this area of interest. We're beginning a pullback in here. Dailies had that pullback as well. Okay. I said daily shift to structure. Let me make sure. Oh, okay, because I said this is actual shift to structure. But I think this is. I'm going to agree with what I said. I think this is actual clear shift to structure. So the daily and the weekly are not in sync right now. I want to see a shift to structure here, which can happen in a few days. I'll put an alert here to say daily shift to structure. But ideally, I would love to see another higher high, and then a shift to structure, and then a pullback. So I just put it like an alert there, just to see it. But I'm not going to monitor it. And then lastly for this week, we have GBP NZD. The weekly is at area of interest. Okay, we'll be looking for sales since weekly and daily are in sync. We're having a pullback here in the daily. I like that. But we will need to see a 4 hour shift to structure, which is here, or some sort of shift, higher high, and then a change of character. So that can happen this week. We'll keep an eye on it, monitor it or whatever. Not closely, but yeah. Okay, USDZR, we already talked about this guy here. We already have our alert set on for a break. Then we can look to enter. We'll move that actually to today. Move that up here. All right, and so for today, last but not least, starting with Euro PLN, we'll be looking for buys. Okay, so weekly is bullish, daily is bullish too. We're at this area of interest. Okay, so we have a bullish time frame and a pullback. So what we're doing is we're going to be looking for this shift to structure on the 4 hour. So we're looking for a shift to structure on this 4 hour. It looks like it's creating another lower low. So we'll put our alert right here because we still have an hour. What it can do is it can wick again and then start moving, making its way up. So it's going to put our 4 hour alert for our structure shift here. And then we'll start looking for those buys. Take profit at the top. Take profit will be, you know, take profit would not actually, let me see something real quick. Yeah, take profit would not be what I thought it was going to be. So take profit would actually be this one. So I might bail out of this one actually. Yeah, I may have to bail out of this one. I don't really like that to take profit. The structure point is right there. Yeah, I don't really like that. Let me be totally honest with you. I don't really like that. So in that case, I'm going to move this to not interested. I don't like to take profit. Yeah. Clear. I want to see clear take profit on that. So Euro PLN, I'll move that to not interested. I'll move that later. USD CNH weekly. As you can see, we had a small shift here. Okay, small shift there. Pull back. Higher high. Pull back. Okay. And on the daily, we never broke this higher low. So this is here at this area of interest. Okay, so what we'll be looking for is a 4 hour shift. We have our alert here, but we can definitely make a lower low and go back high up. That can definitely happen, but I want to move this to tomorrow versus today. Okay, NZD JPY. We had our structure. Do we have a structure shift? Yeah, we had a structure shift there, creating a higher high. Yeah, we created a higher high. So weekly is bullish. Daily is bearish. So daily is bearish. So we're actually not in sync. This must have happened. I think this must have happened when market opened because I thought I took a look at these. Yeah, so this is not actually in sync. And since we're not in sync, we are out of sync. Because this wouldn't be a good counter trend. So this is no longer good. Not in sync. Yeah, we're gonna pass this. We're gonna pass for now. Another one. And see, that's how it goes sometimes. Like as soon as the market opens, it'll just totally, not be the sort of trade that I want to take. Okay, so here, AUD CAD, this is one I've been really looking at too. I think it's gonna be a really good sale. It's building up momentum here. Weekly and daily are in sync. The weekly just needs to go right below here, this structure, this higher low, and then we can look for a pullback. So I got my alert there. We're just waiting for a structure shift. AUD USD weekly is bullish. Daily is bullish as well. We're having a pullback into this area of interest. This is good. All right, and Now we just need a 4 hour structure shift. So we're waiting on that. We're monitoring that one. We'll see what it do, baby. We'll see what it do because our next take profit on the weekly would be this guy right here. We could definitely make that happen. It's a good buy. Very good buy. Okay. And then yeah, Euro knock. I mean, I think we've already talked about that, but once again, weekly is bullish, daily is bullish. We're having a pullback. Okay. But this definitely looks like it's having a pullback, but it definitely looks like we'd be ready to get in. Oh no, this is one that I did earlier. Okay, so yeah, I have my what is this called? Position, my my buy position here. But see, that's why see, I put this here before the market opened, and that's exactly what happened. It went there and it stopped right exactly. This is crazy. It just baffles me every time it does that. Like right exactly where I have my position calculator, my position tool at. And that used to trip me out when I started trading. But see, if I bring this back on, right? Can I put it back? There we go. If I bring this back on, I can see, this is what I would be looking for. That would be the accumulation. We have a break. I just need a retest, but it doesn't clearly retest right there, right? It doesn't clearly retest at all. So what I'll be looking for now is just, it doesn't really change too much. I still consider that a 4 hour bullish structure. All this accumulation happening on a 30-minute. This is just beautiful. It's a lot of accumulation here. But what I would do now is because this is clearly bearish accumulation, what I want to see now is I like to see I like to see price do this here. I don't even like that. Yeah. Let me see on the 30-minute and get like a clearer picture. Yeah, it looks a lot clearer. This accumulation looks a lot clearer, but you see the accumulation will be here. This doesn't really look like accumulation, so we're still waiting. I want to wait for more clear accumulation. I want to look for a clear accumulation here. This doesn't look clear to me. So for now, this is a good trade. I'll make it purple. It's really ready. It's really, really ready, but it's not. We're not in the trade. In Euro GBP, yeah. The thing is, I don't think this is a good setup of this trade, but I'm gonna do the breakdown. This one here, I wasn't even in sync. The 4 hour was not in sync. As a counter trend, the take profit wasn't really clear, but I took it because I was being a fucking cowboy. Sometimes you got to prove stuff to yourself, and I was trying to prove something to myself. I'm still trying to figure out what I was trying to prove, but it's not like a really solid trade. But anyways, I do what I want. So that's that. I'm gonna move these red, not tradable trades down to the bottom, and we're gonna have a very profitable week, a really good week, a great week, one of the best weeks, I believe. I can feel it. So that is that. I thought my mic was on mute the whole time, and I was gonna be pissed off, but thank God that didn't happen. Yeah, let's go. Let's kill it.